People earbuds, welcome back to the channel. I am your host as always, El Murpho. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hit that bell button next to it when you do, so that way you get notified every time I upload a video. And do not forget about patreon.com/ElMurpho. We are back with WWE SuperCard. And in addition to doing WWE SuperCard, this is also going to be my NXT Takeover Orlando and WrestleMania 33 predictions video. So if you guys want my hot take on what I think is going to go down in Orlando this weekend, that's this right here, this video right here with my face and the gameplay over this way and all the stuff over here and the thing down here. This is where it's at. So I'm going to play some Ring Domination, Brock Lesnar style. As you guys see, I've already gotten Elite Miz. I am working on Ultimate Braun Strowman, who is a pro for me. And then I'm moving on to the WrestleMania card, which is Baron Corbin. Now, here's an interesting thing. Braun Strowman is a pro for me. Braun Strowman is a pro for me. Baron Corbin would be another WrestleMania card. Now, I'm about to get an Ultimate Pro Big Cass, because that was the Ultimate in the team event that I got with my new team, which my old team unfortunately fell apart. Crispy, the guy who was running it, no offense, nothing bad to him. It's just that's his second account, and a lot of people were leaving. People weren't joining that quickly, so I had to go and join another team. So I went and joined a new Ultimate team, and we're making our way to being a WrestleMania team. So cool stuff. We got that. So I'm thinking potentially with that pro, if I grind like crazy this weekend while I'm away and pro Braun Strowman and get Baron Corbin, I might maybe get bumped up to WrestleMania tier and might be able to try for Brock Lesnar. If not, I think I will definitely get to that by next week, because I think my rank deck might end up close to WrestleMania tier by then. And I'll get a freebie WrestleMania card that I can put in there. So we might be going for Brock Lesnar this week or next week. But for now, we're going for Braun Strowman for that Ultimate Pro. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to activate these bonus pieces. You see, I bought a ton of bonus pieces because I really want to grind these out and get these. And while I do this, I'm going to go over NXT Takeover Orlando, that card, and then I'm going to go over the WrestleMania card. We're going to play one game, maybe two, and then we're going to put it to an end, unless there's Ultimate Packs on sale today for 20% off. I don't think so. If there is, I might buy one more Ultimate Pack. So let's see. Anyway, let's start off. Let's see what we got. We're going to put Kofi over, yeah, there. So as this game plays off, let's read over the NXT Takeover Orlando card. I've got a notebook down below me, which is why I'm looking down to read off the card. I'm gonna hold it up here, just like I've got with my phone, as Samoa Joe, Rex, Kofi. The first match that we've got is Ty Dillinger, Roderick Strong, No Way Jose, and the debuting Ruby Riott, who I haven't seen anything of because I'm not entirely caught up with NXT. I'm like 2 or 3 weeks behind, versus Sanity. If you want my hot take on this, I feel like Sanity's gonna win because they're facing 4 ragtag people trying to come together to join forces to stop Sanity, and Sanity really needs to look good and strong going forward. And I've really liked everything that Sanity has done since they've come in. I think Ruby Riott will probably get some good moments in there, and Ty will certainly get some new moments in there, but I think it's got to go to Sanity, especially because of the fact that I think that Ty Dillinger is going to be going to the main event to the main roster after WrestleMania, potentially, unless they want to build him and Bobby Roode for SummerSlam and then move him up after SummerSlam, which they could do because him and Roode have history. So, moving on to the next one, we have the debuting Aleister Black, who was formerly known as Tommy End, versus Andrade Cien Almas. And Andrade, since he's come in, has not been that great. He has not been received well or had great success in NXT, so I feel like he's just being thrown in there because that's what he's been doing to people who have debuted. He's being thrown in there to give Aleister Black a win, so I'm going with Aleister Black. Then we've got what might be... Ooh, that Rusev has messed me up. I am in trouble. Let's see. We're going to put AJ there. Then we've got ourselves the tag title triple threat match. Ooh, I'm going to have to take a chance here. Go Jericho. Please win. Of Authors of Pain, the champions, versus DIY, the former champions, and the Revival, the champions before that. I think you have to make Authors of Pain win this match. I really, really, in my heart of hearts, want DIY to win. And I could also see the Revival winning, but I also think Revival's getting a call-up after WrestleMania. Because they are arguably the best tag team out there right now. And they would inject so much life into, say, the SmackDown Tag Championships if they went to SmackDown and challenged American Alpha. Because they had a hell of a rivalry back in NXT, and bringing them up and having them have a rivalry with American Alpha, I think would really inject new life into that, what seems to be a dead division. And then maybe DIY doesn't get pinned, so maybe the Revival gets pinned. And so that opens up DIY. Ooh, I won that. And I won that. Hell yes. So I'm going to win this one. So I think, like, that way you have DIY around still to keep challenging Authors of Pain until SummerSlam and until TM61 gets healthy to become the new challengers. And then you move DIY up at SummerSlam after they fail to recapture the titles. Or you have them recapture the titles between now and SummerSlam, and then Authors of Pain win them back. And then we've got Asuka versus Ember Moon. It all depends on what they want to do with Asuka. They've been grooming Ember to be the person to take over for Asuka and be the next champion since she debuted. But I don't know if she's ready for it yet. And I don't know if they're ready to move Asuka up right now, because the women's division on both sides are kind of muddled and cloudy. So I think what needs to happen is that I think Asuka retains here, and then maybe you get Ember and maybe Nikki Cross at SummerSlam. Or maybe Ember does win, Asuka goes up, and then you get Ember, Nikki Cross at SummerSlam. I don't know. It's really hard to pick and pick and decide. But I don't know. It could really be either one. I'm going to say Asuka retains, but I will fully admit that I could be wrong and Ember could win. Then we've got the title match. Ooh, first pick is a piece. Nice. Then we've got the main title match, Nakamura versus Bobby Roode. I'm going to go with Bobby Roode, because Bobby has been insane, on fire since he won. And I think Nakamura is ready to go up to the main roster already. So I think Bobby wins, just runs the table. You could have him run a program with Ty if Ty Dillinger stays down below in NXT for a little while. And then you have Nakamura go up to the main roster. Potentially SmackDown. I think he'd be better served on SmackDown than on Raw right now. So that's my prediction for NXT TakeOver Orlando. So, just to recap, Sanity, Aleister Black, Authors of Pain, Asuka, and Roode. Those are my predictions. Now, as we move on to my second match, we are going to go through WrestleMania, the ultimate thrill ride where they're building a roller coaster as a set piece. Going to be real interesting to see how that works out, if it's a set piece or if that's how people are going to enter somehow. Okay, so for the pre-show, we've got the Cruiserweight title of Championship of Neville versus Austin Aries, and I feel like Neville's got to win here. Neville's been on fire since he came back and turned heel and won the Cruiserweight Championship. I don't think you can stop that right now, and I think maybe you have Austin Aries take it back later, but Austin Aries in his debut, it really depends. Do they want to push him to the sky and give him the title right off the bat? I don't think so. I think you have Neville retain. So my pick is Neville, though, again, like with the Asuka Ember thing in NXT, I feel it could go either way. Let's see, who am I going to put where? I did not get very good cards this time. Let's see. Then we've got the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I feel like you have to go Braun Strowman here. Anybody other than Braun Strowman, I feel like that kills Braun's momentum if you go with anybody but Braun Strowman. But I do expect and hope for strong showings from Sami Zayn, Big Show, because Big Show really did get screwed over by the whole Shaq thing. So I feel like it's owed to Big Show for him to have a good shine. Luke Harper, if you don't want to kill the momentum you've built with him over the last couple months with the splintering of the Wyatt family, you need to let him have a good shine. And I feel like Sami Zayn has to be the last one eliminated by Braun, and Sami has to come within inches of eliminating Braun Strowman. Sami would probably be the only person I could see maybe eliminating Braun out of us as a surprise. But I feel like it has to be Braun Strowman. Then we move on. Make Roman look strong against Big Cass. We move on to the main show, the Raw Tag Team Ladder Match. I'm liking, and I'm going to agree with a lot of people who are saying that you have the Gallows and Anderson win. And you have them say, we're the best tag champs ever. You know, we're the masters of ladders or something like that. And the Hardy Boys come back. Maybe not the Hardys as the Hardy Boys. I'd like to see them come back as Broken Matt and Brother Nero. But I feel like they'll come back and beat up on the Bullet Club. And get a WrestleMania moment in. Even though I feel like they might be best served on SmackDown if they come back in the Broken gimmick with Broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero to kind of be a nice little weird offset of the Wyatt family and Bray Wyatt and maybe integrate Bray Wyatt. But I definitely think, no matter what happens, I think Bullet Club's winning. I don't think you give the belts to Enzo and Cass right now. They have lost their momentum, and they need to get it back before they can win the titles. And I've never been really big on Sheamus and Cesaro personally as a team. So I'm going with Gallows and Anderson. Then next we have... Ooh, that's a problem. I gotta hope that Baron Corbin wins this. Then we have the SmackDown Women's title match, which has been moved to the main roster. I feel like homegirl Naomi's got to win. You were going to have her go in as the champ. I feel like you got to go out with her winning. And then that would be sweet because then she's a two-time champ, and Naomi deserves it. The only other potential possibility I see is you give it back is that Alexa retains. But I don't see Becky, Mickey, Natalya, or Carmella emerging from that match winning. I feel like it's got to be Bliss or Naomi, and I'm leaning towards Naomi. You got to give the hometown girl the hometown moment at WrestleMania. Then you've got... Ooh, good, Baron Corbin won that. And speaking of Baron Corbin, you have the IC title match next. Baron Corbin versus Dean Ambrose. And I feel like you got to let Corbin win here. Corbin won last year. Corbin's been on fire. He's been doing really well this last year on SmackDown. SmackDown has allowed him to thrive. And Ambrose, as much as I love Ambrose, Ambrose's stock... Crap, that sucks. Ambrose's stock is down. So I feel like you need to... I don't think I'm going to win this one. Because I still have to... Oh, yeah, I'm losing this one. Crap on a stick. Or was I? Yeah, I feel like Dean's stock is down. And I feel like... Could he use the win more, maybe? Yeah, to build his momentum up. But I feel like Corbin's a rising star, and you need to put that championship on him right now while he's hot. And then he can carry that and elevate that back to where Miz is. Because the IC title kind of has felt kind of mess since Ambrose had it. And I feel like you try to move Dean on to bigger and better things. Or keep that rivalry hot. Because that rivalry can probably stay hot. Get Ambrose back to being hot. And elevate Corbin. But I feel like you give Corbin that moment. And you build for the future by giving him that Intercontinental Championship. Then we got the Raw Women's title match. Charlotte, Sasha, Bayley, and Nia. I think Sasha wins by turning heel on Bayley. Either that, or she doesn't go full heel and she uses some dirty tactics to win over Bayley, and it bothers Bayley, and it builds to a massive rivalry where Sasha eventually goes full heel and they battle each other come SummerSlam or come next year's WrestleMania. So I'm gonna go with Sasha. I think Sasha is emerging as a champ in that one. We only got 4 picks, so I don't think we're gonna get anything in this one. Then we have Shane versus AJ, and I feel like this is open and shut case. AJ's got to win. Shane's going to do some dumb stuff. AJ's going to win. AJ needs it, especially after losing to Jericho last year. Shane doesn't need a win. He's a McMahon. He's a general manager. He doesn't need it. Rollins, Triple H. Rollins has to win that. Triple H wrestles pretty much once a year to put guys over at WrestleMania, unless it's somebody else who's really, really old, in which case it's a toss-up, like another legend or future Hall of Famer or current Hall of Famer. So I feel like Rollins has to win that match. I don't know how it's going to happen, but Rollins has got to win that match somehow, some way. I'll play one more real quick while we're doing this. While we finish this up. Cena and Nikki versus Miz and Maurice. I feel like it's WrestleMania and Cena should win, but Miz needs the win more. Miz is on fire. You can build Miz for a WWE World Heavyweight Championship match this year. Again, Miz can main event again this year. That's how hot he's been since he's won the Intercontinental Championship. And you don't kill that momentum by having him lose to Cena. You have Cena and Nikki lose, and then like I've heard people say, you have Cena propose to Nikki afterwards. And then, yay, Nikki's finally getting married. John finally agreed to get married again. You have that nice little happy moment. That little WrestleMania moment. So that way, Miz gets his WrestleMania moment in victory. Cena and Nikki get theirs with the proposal. Taker and Reigns next. Reigns, people are going to hate me for saying this. Roman Reigns has to win this match. Especially, oh God, the younger me hates to say this. Because I don't want to see Undertaker go out on his back since this might be his last match from what rumors are saying. But Roman's got to win this. Roman's got to win this. You got to turn him full heel. That's the only way this is going to work. You can't have him beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania in Undertaker's potential last match and have him be cheered. Which is going to create an interesting dynamic because you're going to get Brock versus Roman at some point for the title. That's going to be the guys who beat The Undertaker. And people are going to hate Reigns because he beat The Undertaker. But then again, they'd be cheering Brock Lesnar, who also beat up The Undertaker. So there's a logical thing there. But Roman has to win. I hate to say it, but Undertaker's got to give... Like, when this first started, I was thinking Taker's got to win. Taker's got to win. But with the development of that, they're showing a more heelish side to Roman, and the rumors that Taker that may not have another year, Taker's got to lose this one. He's got to get his second WrestleMania loss and pass the torch on to Roman. Then, after that, we have Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. Please don't let them have Orton win. I'm picking Wyatt. Bray Wyatt needs this. He's been toiling around, and his first championship should not be 1 month long. Orton's getting closer to the twilight of his career. He doesn't really need it. He's got enough championships and accolades. Wyatt needs the WrestleMania moment. Wyatt needs to retain, and so I'm going with Wyatt. He has to do it. He has to win. He has to win. I mean, technically, when you think about it, like, Orton's supposed to be the face in this, and he's done some really heelish things. If anything, Wyatt's becoming the face in all of this. But I think you gotta give it to Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt needs this WrestleMania moment. You could have given it to him by having him beat Undertaker. You didn't. You could have given it to him by beating John Cena. You didn't. He needs the win. He needs a WrestleMania win. He needs this. I'm going with Wyatt. Then we have our main event grand finale, Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. They've telegraphed this. It's Lesnar. They've been building it to where Goldberg has Lesnar's number and Lesnar can't do anything about it. So now Lesnar's finally going to go off and beat up Goldberg and get the win on Goldberg. And then they'll be 1-1 against each other at WrestleMania. Lesnar's going to win. Lesnar's going to get the title. Will Goldberg be around after this match? I don't know. Maybe he'll stick around and we'll get a rematch that Lesnar will win. But I feel like you got to give the title to Lesnar. And then you do the long build for Lesnar versus Reigns at SummerSlam. That's it. That's just it. Simple. Easy. I don't see any other kind of outcome. So let's quickly finish this up. That right there is El Murpho's hot take on NXT Takeover and WrestleMania 33. That's what I think is going to go down at the show. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know in the comments what your guys' WrestleMania plans are. I'm going to New Jersey to hang out with a ton of friends, which I believe I've mentioned before. And then we're going away to Atlantic City to hang out in Atlantic City for a day or two. So it's going to be a nice, fun, long weekend for us. Let's see. What do we want? I'm going to put Roman there. And no matter what, I'm going to have 5. So we're going to win this. Maybe get another shard. Boom. 5-4. Got the win. Let's see. Can we get a shard? Not there. Not there. Down here? No. What about here? Nursery Bob. Top of the top. No. Corner. No. This little corner piece? No. One pick left. Is this going to be a shard? That one. No. Alright, so we got one shard, though, to build towards Braun Strowman. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to get Braun and Baron. And so I should have... I'll try to record the gameplay of me catching or getting Braun. Unfortunately, I didn't get the... I did record the gameplay of me getting Cedric last week, who is my best card as I show you guys my roster. Cedric Alexander is now my champion, WrestleMania Cedric. I recorded the gameplay and then I accidentally deleted it to make room on my phone for champions, for this week's champions video. So, whoops, sorry guys. But yeah, Cedric's new, and then I've got Kane and Jericho still, Ambrose and AJ, Lita. I can now have Roman Elite leveled up, Baron Corbin Elite, Braun Strowman Elite, which will become a pro after this event, Kofi, Xavier, Big Cass #1, Brian Kendrick, which I got from last weekend's event, Jimmy Uso, Big Cass #2, who is getting close to being able for me to pro. And then you see all my Hardens, my Elites. I have the Elite Ambrose, some Hardens. My Sasha Banks is almost ready to be a pro Harden Sasha Banks. I have the Randy Orton from the team event, that Elite, the Sami Zayn Elite. There's the Miz Elite that I got from this event, Bray Wyatt, Jimmy Uso, and the Big Show Elite. And then I've got both of my Brock Lesnar Hardens, which I could pro, my Shinsuke Harden, my Balor Hardens, my Gargano. I have so many goddamn Hardens, just looking at it all now. So yeah, that's all my current cards, my current setup. We will take a look. The Ultimate card is not on sale, so unfortunately you guys won't be getting a pack opening this week. I was thinking for WrestleMania, maybe I'd buy one more pack, but I can't. I really shouldn't. I don't really have the cash. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell button next to the subscribe button when you do, so you get notified every time I upload a video. Be a part of the notification squad. Let me know in the comments, again, what you guys are planning to do for WrestleMania, what you guys may predict for both NXT TakeOver Orlando and WrestleMania. Let me know if you guys are in Orlando attending WrestleMania or whatever. Let me know. I want to hear it. I want to know what you guys are up to this weekend. Enjoy this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. Lots of good wrestling is going to be had. Lots of entertaining wrestling is going to be had. Hopefully WrestleMania is really good this year. Hopefully the matches don't disappoint. Don't forget, of course, guys, you can also find me on my social media stuff down in that corner, including my Twitch, my Twitter, all that stuff. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys next week, or whenever you guys see me next. I've still got the Murpho Mania stuff going up tomorrow and Sunday, so be on the lookout for that. Until I see you guys again, may your game be true.